All right, so what we're looking at here is Costa's levels of thinking and questioning. And we call it Costa's because he's the guy who came up with these categories. And that's all it is three different levels or categories of questions we can ask and things we can do, right? He looked at all the different things that we do and all the different questions that we ask in a classroom. And he said, you know something? Some of these we can do super quick and they're easy because they're easy, right? And then some of these, well, they're just a little bit harder. So we kind of have to slow down and take our time with it. And then, of course, we've got the third level where we have to stop what we're doing, right? We got to stop what we're doing and we need to either create something different. We need to ask for help. We need to collaborate with other people. We need to look at other materials. It really is the highest level of stuff we can do in a class. All right, so I kind of gave you a preview there, but I want to go into a little bit more depth with them. Okay, so level one, I'm going to say is something that you can just remember or something you can point at. Okay, it's an answer that has a very direct question, right? If I asked you, where is the green light on this paper, you'd point to the green light here, right? The green circle. That's a level one question, right? Because you can point to it on the piece of paper, whether it's a sentence or a picture, all right? Now level two is a little bit more complex. You kind of have to slow down and you have to use your background knowledge, right? You have to connect a thought you had, previous knowledge you had, knowledge from a different text. It's really about making sense of what you're reading. Okay, making sense of what you're reading, making it understandable to you. So for example, when I ask you to take these paragraphs and I ask you to put them into your own words here on the left side, that's a level two thinking process, all right? Now level three here is where you have to create something. Whether that be a project, or whether that just be a short, it can be something as short as a paragraph, right? But if in that paragraph you're stating your opinion and you're saying, my opinion is right because of this source, because of what it said in this newspaper article and what it said on the news last night and what my teacher said. Okay, if you're bringing in all three of those pieces of information from three different sources in order to prove what you said is right, that you had to stop what you were doing, right? You had to stop what you were doing and really think about that process and really look for other information, right? That wasn't just remembering, that was you going and finding three different sources that back up what you had to say. Okay, so that's a third level of thinking. Okay, and if I asked you a question, right? If I asked you to defend who you're voting for in this election based on evidence, well, that is a question. Or no, that's something I asked you to do. Yeah, oh, no, I said, who are you going to vote for based on the evidence, right? That is a question, right? And it's a question that asks you to go and find other sources and use them together, right? You had to put all those three things together in order to back up your opinion, all right? So that would be a level three. And you, like I said, you really had to slow down. You had to stop what you're doing in order to accomplish that, okay? So those are the three different levels. What I want you to do is use this information here on the right side and what I just told you in order to put into your own words what a level one is, what a level two is, what a three. So you're not giving me examples, not examples. You are explaining it to me. Pretend like you're explaining it to your partner, okay? To you, like if we were in class and you had an elbow partner. That's what I want you to do in that left column. All right, there you go.